Hi, this is Tomer Nahumi from Dell EMC Extreme.io, and today I'm going to show a demonstration of Microsoft SQL performance benchmarking with Dell EMC Extreme.io X2. In this video, I'm using 4 identical virtual Microsoft SQL 2017 servers which run on ESXi 6.5 host, reside on a VMFS data store, on top of Extreme.io X2 single brick, and running TPCE workload. TPCE benchmark is composed of a set of transactional operations designed to exercise system functionalities in a manner representative of complex OLTP application environments. These transactional operations have been given a lifelike context, portraying the activity of a brokerage firm to help users relate to the components of the benchmark. This workload is centered on the activity of processing brokerage trades and uses a schema, which is logically divided in 4 sets of tables. If we take a look at a SQL instance, we can see that each database contains dozens of tables and almost 1 terabyte of data. I will open the disk monitor so we can see some interesting metrics during the load and analyze them later. In this demo, I chose to focus on the batch requests per second. This is a performance counter that tells us the number of tsql commands which received by the server per second. Now, I will run the TCPE tool, which will open connections to all of the 4 instances and start running hundreds of concurrent SQL queries from multiple users, and we can see how the Extreme.io X2 single brick array will handle it. As we can see, this workload generates an extreme load of 300k IOPS and 2.3 GB per second bandwidth for this intensive SQL workload, while the latency for all I operations remain less than sub-milli latency, yielding the excellent performance for our applications and users. Looking at the batch request per second statistics, we can see more than 1,800 concurrent batch requests for each of the 4 instances. Now, let's take a deeper look at our XMS, which is the management platform of our Extreme.io clusters. As we saw, this benchmark tool generates an extreme load of almost 300k IOPS and 2.3 GB per second bandwidth for this intensive SQL workload, while the latency remains less than sub-millisecond for all I operations. This screen shows us the Extreme.io incredible storage saving for the scenario of Microsoft SQL OLTP servers. We can see that the deduplication ratio is 2.2, while the compression ratio is 2.1, yielding an overall of 4.7 data reduction ratio. This screen allows us to see the block distribution for our workload. We can see that the block size is 8 kilobytes, which is pre-configured for this TCPE tool. The next screen shows us the IOPS and latency statistics for our workload. This graph shows again that the IOPS are well over 300k, but the latency for all I operations remain less than 1 millisecond latency. This screen shows us the CPU utilization of our storage controllers. We can see here the excellent synergy across our X2 cluster, while the CPU utilization of the storage controllers stay normally around 65%, when all of our active storage controller CPUs share the load and effort, as the CPU utilization between all of them is virtually equal for the entire process. I hope you will find this demo useful, and thank you very much for watching.